Place. Welcome.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. So tell me a little bit about Amy and Jamie's place.
I knew you were going to
Where do we start, huh?
Yeah, that's just a loaded question. So I think it's almost 3 years ago, we walked into Nancy's place at the Wellness Kitchen in Templeton, across from the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And we were checking on our veggie pods, which she was selling through to her customers that were ill. It's a plant-based smoothie drink that we had just launched. And we were in 9 grocery stores at the time and just got final approval from Albertsons. And we walked in to check on the Wellness Kitchen, see how they were doing. Is right in the middle of COVID. Not a good time.
No.
And what we were hearing at that point was, yeah, we're just going to, what Nancy said she was retiring. So she said, why don't you guys take over? And we looked around and went, take over what? And 3 days later, we signed a lease for a year with the wonderful doctor who owns the property. And luckily, one of my kids were with us visiting while she was back from London from graduate school. Luckily, they have a degree in graphic design. So we're like, wait, what did we just do? Like, we've never had a restaurant. We've never had a cafe. We, at the time, had a vineyard and a B&B. So we were cooking and feeding everybody that came through. So we were used to like cooking for people at the time. And we're like, well, Jamie's like, he does most of the cooking. So we're like, why don't we just like make our chicken salad and our tuna and egg salad and your pastas? And so we opened with that.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Talk about jumping in with both feet, huh?
Yeah, we had no idea. The media showed up. Of course, we had a press release. And here we are almost 3 years later. There was a need for us to be there. It was just, it's all about timing. And we were there to serve the frontliners, the community, the people that were outside, which were not very many. So it gave us an opportunity to really figure out what we were going to do. Like, what the hell did we just do? And running our vineyard, we were growing grapes on one of Richard Surrett's vineyards, Zinfandel. We were farmers for 5 years. We did that without any training also.
Well, you guys kind of just do things.
Yeah. So
you're doers.
Our motto is when people say you can't, we're like, no, you can. We're in our 60s. James going to kill me for saying that. But you can do anything you want, really. Well, with a little help from your friends.
Well, really, it's a local gym. I should say, hidden treasure. Because I just stumbled onto you guys, a few weeks ago. And now I absolutely love the food. I love the environment. I love the energy. I mean, I should say that's probably one of everybody's draws that come into your place is the energy. I mean, you bring this energy level to where it's like when you walk in, it's like, wow, I feel like I've been here forever. I feel like I've known you forever, so.
Well, we love that. We love the feel of, it's hard to find now. Most of the owners are not on site. I mean, we're the owners of the business and we work 6 days a week. We work harder than anyone we know at our age. Our friends think we're crazy. And
probably a little bit.
When you love something, you can't wait to get up and do it. I don't know how many people live their life like that, but life is so short. We've all learned so many lessons, I hope. And we wouldn't be doing that and greeting everyone and spending the time talking to people if we didn't love what we're doing. And we love people. Generally, people are so kind to us and we give that kindness back. So we feel like we're there for a reason. I don't know how long our bodies will last, but we've learned so much. And that, I think, when you start a business and jump into anything new, the key is to come out learning great life lessons. And we've learned so many lessons already. And we love food. And we always are looking to go out to great restaurants and food where you feel good. Same with a winery. A winery can make or break an experience. It could be the best wine, but if the servers and the people aren't friendly and you don't feel good while you're there, and when you leave, it's even worse. It reflects on the wine, even though the wine's good. So we really feel like the energy and the feel when you walk into a business is the most important from the second someone walks through the door.
Oh, well, you definitely give that.
Or on the phone, it's the same thing. I mean, I've been in sales and marketing all my life and product development and had a product through grocery, Costco, QVC. And I've learned a lot, but this is a new lesson. And it's been great. I mean, the food we put out, mainly my husband. We're like,
It's
wait, I
amazing.
walked back there and I'm like, how did you do that? Like, we went to London in December to see one of my kids, and this sausage roll they are obsessed with.
Delicious.
And Jamie's like, I can make those. And he came home and a couple turns, a couple tries, and now we can't keep them in stock. He makes them and they come out on the sheet pan, and people are like, what is that?
Well, I mean, I'm so envious because I mean, they seem basic, but they don't taste like it.
Right.
They don't look like it, and the presentation is amazing, and the taste is out of this world.
So we get that comment. We got that comment with our chocolate souffle. It's a gluten-free product. It's a molten cake. We were one of the first to bring that product to the market. And I'd be at demos at Costco, and a lot of people would come up and go, oh, I can make that. I'm like, good luck, because I can't. I just developed the product, found the recipe, and gave it to a co-packer to make for us. So a lot of people, yes, you probably can make these, but who wants to when you can just go and buy one and really enjoy it? We try to keep our products super simple, but the best ingredients. Not a lot of salt or sugar, because neither one of us eats. So a lot of food we have to add some salt sometimes, because I don't do salt. But we want it to be really simple and clean food, just like our products that we've launched in grocery. Really short ingredient panels and cheaper than the grocery store now, especially eggs.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's the other thing with your location, your business. The pricing isn't, what I expected. Again, and I keep going back to not knowing you, and now I do. Is the prices are not overly inflated. They're very extremely reasonable, and
Yeah.
it's not one of those. It's not what I expected.
Right.
So
So, kind of a joke. Well, so we're new at this and we really are still growing. And if we're too expensive, we're going to be there eating our food by ourselves. And the
right.
economy's rough and people need help right now. So, we're basically not taking a salary yet, but we're still in the growth period and we're still gaining new people every day. And that's what we have to do right now. That's if you have to do it to stay open. Um, so yeah, so
So
it's
you
great.
have a lot of, so when you walk in, not only do you have your own products, but you also carry a lot of local products.
We do. So we're a small business product company when we first got in there, and we had 2,000 square feet. So we're like, wow, what this side can be sit down or not sit down because it was takeout at the time.
Right.
What do we do with all this space? So being supporters of a lot of local products, anything we could find, we bought that was all local. We're transplants from the Bay Area, Jamie's Newport Beach. We moved down there, and then we decided to get closer to my parents as they were aging and about to pass my father. So we ended up in Paso, and everything we could find Paso, we bought. Any local products at the stores. We supported all these small business people because that's who we are. And we opened the doors and said, well, I better contact all these companies because I have been in retail before. So we started sending emails to everybody. We had been buying, a lot of them are very small businesses, and knew a lot of the owners already. And we said, hey, we have this space. It's COVID. Who knows how long this is going to be? Do you want to bring your product in? And I can help market it and social media it and get people, if they don't have anywhere to go buy your product right now, they can come to our place because we're going to be here. And we bought a little bit here, bought a little bit there, made some money, bought some more. People would come in. My friend has this business. Would you mind looking at it? I'd be, of course. So that's how that little area has grown.
And it's really cool. So some of the brands that you carry, you have. Well, tell us a little bit about the brands that you carry.
Well, so the first one, and I know you're all going to go, oh my God, at the fair, which we found Old West cinnamon rolls, also from driving up and down. We would stop in Pismo Beach and inhale one of their cinnamon rolls. And off and on, we've had pastry chefs. We have a wonderful one now. And we started with Old West cinnamon rolls and said, we can't wait till the fair to have your cinnamon roll. So, or do we can't drive down to Pismo? So they make the rolls up frozen raw, and then they shrink wrap them for us and freeze them. And we go down and pick them up. We proof them every morning and bake them off and serve their cinnamon rolls. Now,
Oh,
people
wow.
love that. They don't care that we can make a cinnamon roll, but they're very time consuming. And why, mess with perfection?
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
we everything else we make, but that's a beautiful cinnamon roll. I brought you a large one
I
this
see
morning.
that. I mean,
So they
we
come
have,
out a little irregular sometimes. Some of them come out that size, a little small. So then we have some friends, the nicest people. They're bee people, bee farmers. Thomas at Sierra Honey and his parents who just Olea Farms. Rick and Karen down the street are good friends. We used to buy their olive oil. We now carry all their products. They're friends of ours. There's so many. Morning Glory Farms has the best jams. Susan, we buy her product. All
hmm.
these local, we buy from Edo now. We started with them when they first opened. We had our veggie pods in the Edo freezer for a while and knew them.
Wow.
And then we use their pastas, and they're great people. And just there's so many in such a small area. When you look at our shelves, Bren Seasonings,
You
um,
got Steins. You
Steins.
got
I
Brian
mean,
Stein.
Brian. There's so many, and I've been in the grocery business with products, and there are some really fantastic small businesses around here that have great cooks. I said yesterday, Cook's Vanilla, which is a nationwide product. They're in Paso. I had no idea.
Oh,
I've been
really?
buying that product for years.
No kidding.
They manufacture in Paso.
And then you also have something called prescription coffee.
Yes. So they are the nicest people, Trevor and Chelsea and their baby. They live down the street. They approached us, but we had another coffee in there and we didn't want to, take them out. And then the opportunity came in and we brought in Trevor's Coffee. He and his friends, they're Cal Poly grads, prescription coffee. Perfect name, right? Across from the
Right?
hospital.
Right?
Fantastic coffee. A little lighter than we normally like to drink. So they actually roast a blend for us. And we now have our own coffee name, our private label coffee. And he delivers to us a couple times a week. And his coffee is fantastic. So, and Chelsea, his wife's one of the winemakers at Tablas Creek.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which
So
is
now
awesome.
Jamie can be considered a doctor. He's prescribing coffee,
Right,
right?
exactly,
That's
exactly.
awesome.
Speaking of that, we do a lot of special orders. There's a lot of dietary needs these days, as you know, gluten free, um, no carbs, right?
Right?
So people will come in and create their own burrito or whatever, and sometimes we can't, but most of the time, we're like, okay, we can do that, and they're kind of like, wow, it's kind of like Burger King, how about you?
Yeah, right.
So Jamie's nice enough I have to turn around and ask, and I'll be like, sure. And we have some gluten-free bread. We have this is one amazing product that was at the Wellness Kitchen carryover, which was Patty Lynn's cookies. And these are two women that have a cottage kitchen business in their house. I'm not going to say their age, but they're, older than us. And they make the most fantastic cookie you've ever tasted. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free. You would think of what's in it. It's sweetened with dates, and they're in the refrigerator. And we buy cookies from them, and they do donate all their money back to their church.
Oh, awesome.
Um,
That's very
and we
cool.
support them and love them. And they have one of them has a daughter, Kayla, and she does cards for us, greeting cards for us, and we love her. And there's just all these relationships that we've built. Like I was talking to you about, it's just another relationship business.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you've got something that's starting today. It's a new thought, new idea, and I really like it. So tell us a little bit about what starts today.
So being a mom, my kids are grown; they're in their 20s, and I remember picking up on Wednesdays early pickup, and you'd get home. Luckily, I was an entrepreneur at home working. I don't know what the other moms do, but Wednesdays the schools are always off, or they change their hours because they have so much to do, and I used to pick the kids up, and especially my son was always starving, and he didn't want to go down to fast food every day. So we'd come home, and he and a friend or two would have a menu like, we want a chocolate souffle, we want chicken strips, we want a hot dog. And so I know the moms are still going through that, and there's one place that they go, and there's usually a line huge in Templeton. So we're like, I have to beg Jamie to stay late because we get in about 5:15 to 5:30 every day and go hard all day long, like straight through. We don't take a break, as you know. It's always hopping, doing something. And so today's the first. I'm going to do it weekly. I haven't told Jamie yet. If it's very successful, we'll do it weekend. It's the kids' pickup party. So instead of us going to the wineries and pick up our wine at the wine club shipments, I decided that the kids need somewhere to go after school. We'll start with Wednesdays and have some great food that we make. We don't fry, so we're going to have baked chicken strips and hot dogs. And Christine's baking a whole bunch of treats. We're going to do the Rice Krispie treats in my chocolate dipping machine, which you saw. And we're going to have a spaghetti and a meat sauce in case somebody wants some dinner. So I'm going to try it. I hope everybody will come down. And if it goes well, we'll do it weekly. And then if it goes really well, we'll do like Wednesdays and Fridays.
Now, is this going to be something that the parents pre-order, or
no, I think
it's just going to be ready?
Just come in, or I'll post the menu. Say if we do something different, I'll post it on our Instagram. Maybe you'll do a blurb, and we can post it on our website. We have a new website now that you can order, so you could pre-order, on the website.
What a great idea!
So, yeah. So I hope the kids show up. We love the kids. Little kids. We sponsor one of the Little League baseball teams this past year. Give to the schools, support the Girl Scouts.
Very cool.
Lots of cookies.
Well, like I said, I am so proud and happy that I found your location and your place, because so far I have never been even remotely disappointed with any of the tastes that I get out of that place. So Jamie is just like constantly just creating and bringing these tastes that are just amazing. So the chili cheese omelet yesterday was amazing.
Yeah.
So, like I said,
we have to put that on the menu.
You got to put that on the menu.
Jamie's like, how am I going to do all these things? But I'm like, you have to.
You have to get up early, Jamie.
Get up an hour early.
Right.
But we're so grateful for you guys. And I think it's an amazing concept for small business. I mean, it just fills a void that a lot of us have been looking for. It's local. You guys are great, and so much experience behind you that I think you're going to be a huge success. And any way we can help spread the word, which I already have a whole list of people.
Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah. So
awesome.
I thank you for including us.
Well, awesome. Amy, thank you guys for believing in us and supporting us. And we can't wait to build this relationship and tell everybody about your guys' place.
Great.
So
thank you.
Once again, one more time, you are located where and how do they reach you?
We're at 1255 Las Tablas Road. You have to drive around to the back. We have a bunch of signs out front, but people still don't see them. Yeah. I don't know how. Drive around to the back. We're in the back parking lot. There's tons of parking. The bank used to be there on the corner of Posada and Las Tablas. They went out.
Okay.
We're kind of kitty corner, a little bit farther on Las Tablas after Twin Cities Hospital. We also, if God forbid you're at the hospital, we also just took over the coffee cart in there with Alchemist Gardens. They're doing the coffee and drinks, and our pastries are over there. So
very cool.
Yeah. So we're really easy to find. Just remember, we're in the back. There's no parking on the street.
Awesome.
And you can always call us or go to the website, Amy and Jamie's Place. And Jaime is JAIMES place.com.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you again for coming in and sharing us this story. And like I said, we're going to learn a lot more.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. There you have it, guys. Amy and Jamie's Place in Templeton here. You don't want to miss this place, guys. And we want to thank them as our new sponsors. And we can't do this show without our sponsors. And we want to thank them. Escalar Wines, Wine Travelers Hideaway, Rancho Sestero Meat Cutting, Amber with Pillar Real Estate, 805 Customs, Airflow Filter Services, Amy and Jamie's Place, and Kennedy Club Fitness, guys. Thanks you again. We'll see you next time.